Cyclist. This is Rick. Today is Thursday, March 16th, 2023. Started a bike ride at 10:38 a.m. I'm riding my Cervella Caledonia bike today. First time I've ridden the Cervella since last Saturday at the Gator Ride. Earlier this morning, or while I was eating breakfast, I was watching a bike race from France. 17 sections of cobbles. One of the Arkea Samsic, I'm probably saying that wrong, team broke his handlebars twice. One on his original bike and then again on his replacement bike. But he was able to keep going because it just broke off where the handlebar holds the brakes, where that curve is. So cobbles were rough, a lot of crashes, a lot of mud. Weather today is 71 degrees, cloudy, overcast, winds out of the south at 10 miles an hour, humidity is 80%. This afternoon, after 2 o'clock, possible rain, so I need to get along on the bike ride and get back home before that happens. The route's going to go south through Atascocita, loop through Walden, FM 1960 east over Lake Houston, Fair Lake Lane, Old Atascocita Road east, south to Spanish Cove Drive, FM 2100 north, to Huffman, FM 1960 west, back over to Lake Houston, and then north through Atascocita Shores back to Kingwood. In my continuing quest to find a good position to mount my GoPro camera on this Cervella, I'm pretty okay with it mounting on the Lenski. It's on the right side of the computer. On the Cervella, I haven't been quite as happy, but today I'm trying another mounting location. I was able to take the K-Edge mount, flip it upside down, and take the Garmin twist lock and flip it over on the other side. And so now I moved the mount to the right side of the computer, and this matches or resembles the mounting setup that I have on the Lenski. Since I'm right-handed, it's easier to get the camera on and off. There's an old car, back from the 40s, I believe. Ford. I'm in North Woodland Hills, making my way to West Lake Houston Parkway. Riding west through Kingwood Greens. I'm on Kings View Drive. This makes a U back to West Lake Houston Parkway, where I'll turn right, go across the river, San Jacinto River. On my way to Atascocita. 9.4 miles. Time is 26 minutes after 11. Average speed's 12.0 miles an hour. Hitting some wind gusts whenever I go south or southeast or east. Riding south over the San Jacinto River on West Lake Houston Parkway. Got some strong headwind gusts. Riding east on Pinehurst Trail Drive. Plenty of wind gusts head on. I'm riding towards FM 1960, which I'll cross over right through Walden. .2 miles, times 44 minutes after 11. Average speed's 12.4 miles an hour. With the wind gusts, I stayed in the 35-15 gears. Easier on my legs. Riding through Walden on Vantage View Lane. I'm riding north right now. The wind gusts are really gotten stronger. Maybe a challenge riding across Lake Houston on FM 1960. We shall see. Riding south on FM 2100 Spanish Cove may also be difficult. We're going to keep pressing forward. I'm at 15.3 miles. Time is 11:54. Average speed still 12.4 miles an hour. I haven't shifted out of the 35-15 gears yet. May have to wait till I make the U-turn at Spanish Cove and go with the wind. Just shift into the 35-13. Stopped at the Chevron station at the corner of the Tascassia the Shores and FM 1960 because the sky's been getting darker to the southwest. So I checked the radar. Don't see any rain from that direction, but there is some north of Kingwood. I think I'm going to change the route. I'm going to go across Lake Houston, but instead of going to Spanish Cove Drive, I'm just going to go to East Lake Houston Parkway and then U-turn and head back across Lake Houston. The wind has definitely picked up. Wind is 23 miles an hour and gusts are 32 miles an hour. So it isn't a fig Newton of my imagination. That truck had to slow down because the netting over his trailer was getting sucked up into the air. So he had to slow down. You can see the waves out on the lake. I think the concrete guardrail is blocking a little bit of the wind, but I still get hit by gusts. I'm going to change the route again. Instead of taking FM 1960 east to East Lake Houston Parkway and making a U-turn, I'm riding south on Fair Lake Lane. I'll take over to Tascassia Road to FM 2100 and then go north on FM 2100, not going south to Spanish Cove because of the wind. 19.2 miles. I'm riding into the wind now, but with all the trees, it's not as strong as being out in the open like over Lake Houston. Time is 12:15. Average speed is 12.6 miles an hour. Railroad crossing on Old Atascocita Road. Up and over. The wind is from my right side. It hasn't let up much. Riding to FM 2100. 20.5 miles. Time is 21 minutes after 12. Flags at Triple B services are riding north on FM 2100 after turning left off of Old Atascocita Road. That wind that I was fighting to get to that turn is now a nice tailwind. We'll see how long this lasts. Some dark clouds. Hopefully I can get home without getting wet. For micro trucks. Those are for sale. I have to laugh. Riding west on FM 1960, away from FM 2100 and towards Lake Houston. Wind is from my left side. The traffic breaks it up some. So do some of the trees, but it's still pretty gusty. Riding across Lake Houston is going to be challenging. 23.3 miles. Time is 12:34. Average speed, now that I'm not always riding into the wind, I've managed to improve my overall average speed to 12.8 miles an hour. Moving on to the causeway. Wind is going to be from my left. Not too bad so far, but I'm not very far from the shore. Traffic going my direction will help. 24.7 miles. Time is 12:39. Average speed is 13.0 miles an hour. Improved. Made it to the west shore of Lake Houston. The hardest part was this section of the causeway on the west side where it's open for traffic and water flow. The wind gets a clean shot going there and also over. So that was really strong gusts. Several of them pushed me to the right. This is Atascocita Shores. I'll turn right. Should have some tailwind. Riding southwest
26.1
west
miles.
on Kings
Time
River
is
Drive.
12:45.
Just felt a few sprinkles. It looks like that was all. Hopefully, up this hill. 28.4 miles. Time's 54 minutes after 12. Average speed 13.2 miles an hour. Riding along West Lake Houston Parkway. Have a light mist. See lots of little raindrops on my boat computer screen. Probably see some on the GoPro too. 31.2 miles. Time is 5 minutes after 1. Maybe I can ride out of this. Hopefully not ride into more. Average speed's up to 13.4 miles an hour. That's good. This is King's Crossing. I'm going to turn right here. A few tenths of a mile from the end of the ride. Cross over King's Drive. It stayed with me. Thank goodness it hasn't gotten any heavier, but I'm definitely damp from the mist.